Hey guys, it is Annika from kingdomlifestyles.com. So, the video before this, what we did was I showed you guys how easy it is to actually take one of your own images and remove the background and create a YouTube thumbnail, right? Now, I didn't get to actually name this. Which is very important when you want to go back on your stuff. But yes, that is what we did in our previous video. If you want to go check that out. Today, I want to speak to you guys about something that is such a big secret in the online world and it's such an open market. Okay. So, we are going to go to my Pinterest. So, right now, you guys can see that I have got 6 Pinterest boards, and one of them is Canva Branding Mentorship. So, with my videos and my tutorials that I'm currently building on my YouTube channel, I can actually now go in here and I can create a pin to then lead people to my Canva tutorials. So, how do I do that? This is a little bit more advanced, if you want to say that. But if you are watching the training within school, if you are in our community, guys, you will know exactly what I'm saying. It is part of the faceless training. So you would, like always, you would go to create a design, and we will go to Pinterest, and we will choose Pinterest, this one, Pinterest pin. Okay. So what we want to do is I have thought about this before I started, and I know more or less what my content is going to be about. Now, the first thing about Pinterest is that it is an extremely search engine optimization orientated platform. So I always use, as we have been taught, I always use ChatGPT. So what I've done, I've created a ChatGPT account. If you've not done that before, it is for free. You can just chat with a robot that will literally give you all of the keywords that you need. So what I typed in was, write a title and description for Pinterest to encourage people to learn the skills to market their own business on Pinterest. Name 3 reasons why it's great to market on Pinterest and motivate them to watch my Canva tutorials on YouTube that will teach them the absolute beginner quick start on Canva for creating all social media via Canva. So now what I'm trying to do here is, because my board, right? The board that I'm creating a pin for is Canva Branding Mentorship. And I have people coming on here and they want to learn Canva, but they don't know that I've actually got a YouTube channel where I do these little tutorials. So obviously, I want to use Pinterest to lead them to my YouTube channel so that they can actually go and watch my absolute beginner crash course that I'm busy creating at the moment. So, what I would do is I would go and look at this, and I actually want to see. It didn't give me my 3 bullet points that I was looking for. So I would just copy that in again, write a title and description for Pinterest to encourage people to learn the skills to market their own business on Pinterest. Name and bullet point 3 reasons why it is great to market your business on Pinterest. I've already typed that out. Okay, let me just take that out. And motivate them to watch my Canva tutorials on YouTube that will teach them the absolute beginner skills to start up. So let's see if it gives me a better result. Sometimes with these chatbots and especially with ChatGPT, I haven't used many of them as I'm also starting and learning myself. You've got to give very, very specific instructions. So there we go. Now I've got 3. I've got a title. It's given me a title, and it's given me three reasons why people must, why it's good for people to market their business on Pinterest. And then I then lead them to my Canva tutorials on YouTube. So this will work great for me. Let me just see if I like this title: Pinterest Powerhouse, Elevate Your Business Game. Yes, that's perfect. Okay. So we're going to go back to our Pinterest board, right? We going to create a Pinterest for Canva mentorship. Okay, so what I would now like to do is I would like to create a, an image that would be first of all, and like always on every video, it must fall within the category of my branding kit. Okay, so obviously that's the first thing I always need to look at. So what I would like to do is I would like to encourage people to, the end goal of this is that I would like to encourage people to end up on my YouTube channel via Pinterest. Okay, because this is on my Canva mentorship pin board that I have created. So what I would like to do with this is I want to go and let's start. Let's actually see if we can do 4 frames. Okay, so here we go. Here's a few ideas of frames that they've thrown in. I'm looking for if I can find. I always go and look if I can first find a template, because it's so much easier when you have a template than what it is to start from scratch. So I'm just going to scroll through and see, is there anything that almost like what I have in my mind. I just want to see what these are. I think they're frames. I think they are frames. Nope, they're not. Yes, they are. They must be. There we go. So yes, there we go. So I have found, and I could have also found this in frames in Elements, but I have found an actual already, it's already there. So it's it's a lot less time for me to go. I don't have to go search for this now. So the only thing that I want to see, can I, no, I'm going to have to make this from scratch anyway. So this is kind of the point of what I'm saying is you always got to like go and search around in Canva and kind of see if you you know if you, I actually like all of the other elements. I just don't like that. Now, if I go onto my brand kit, then I'll just quickly go and show you guys what I've kept. It's not showing the stars now. I don't know why. There are stars here. Let me just highlight the stars because I quite like the stars. And I'm going to maybe just, oh, it's not picking up the stars. Well, that's weird. Okay, so we're going to have to just go and change them one by one. There's another one somewhere here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in and find them and just make them a different color for now. There was 3 more there. So I'm just going to find them. There we go. I'm just going to make them white for now. And let's just make sure there was one here. There we go. And make that one white. And there we go. So, and I also know that there was a background here that was a different color. Okay. And first of all, we always put our own website in. I never put the W in because it's just common sense. So kingdomlifestyles.com. That is my website address. I don't want it italic. I actually want it bold. I want it a bit bigger, so I will just drag it bigger. And there we go. I click on that, shift and click on the element, position, center, middle, and group. And there we go. And that is probably what I would start with. Okay, not with a black background though. I think what I would do here is I would probably stick to the email signature that we had. So if you guys can remember, we had an email signature where all of these things came from. So now looking at my email signature straight away, um, I immediately see elements that I can bring forward into my Canva, right? So there we go. So I can bring that in, and I actually want to put this here at the bottom because that kind of looks cool. It's not going to be too visible, but you are going to be able to see it. And I'm going to push it backwards, position backwards, and there we go. I also would like to just make it a little bit more visible there, and there we go. So I've taken elements from my email signature, guys. So I don't want to recreate stuff, I want to kind of stay within the same I want to stay within the same look and feel that I started from the beginning. So for now, I'm just going to put all those dots there. I've got all of them. I'm actually going to take the stars out because I'm now using the dots. So I don't want to use the dots and stars. So there we go. I have got something to start working with. Okay. Now I do know that what I want is I want to be able to say, so first of all, before I go on with that, let me just check it's not my font. So if I'm looking for my branding kit font, it would be here. So then what I can do is I can just copy that and I can just literally go and make that my branding kit font, and there we go. And we do know that it's the same, it's just without a thingy. So what I would like to say here is learn how to create your own business branding using Canva. Okay, so I'm going to make this smaller so it fits in so I can actually see the exact big picture that I'm working with. And I think I'm going to just kind of use that as maybe kind of put it in the middle, a little bit smaller though. I want it all to be, there we go. Okay, so think I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to go to frames because now I'm wanting to show, I want frames with borders because that'll bring in a little bit more color. And here we go, frames. So I will have so many different frames that I can choose from. Now, I know that my tutorial videos that I'm leading them to is roundabout in this shape, right? It is rectangle shape. We just did a previous video. A YouTube thumbnail is that shape. So I know that's the shape of the frame that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go look for frames like that have borders, and this one has a border, so I can use this one. Okay, so I'm going to just drag it a bit smaller, and I'm going to wonder if I should make it straight, make it look a bit more I'm going to show you guys what I'm thinking of in my head here. Sometimes you think of something and it doesn't really work out the way you want it. Learn how to create. I think that should be smaller. There we go. And maybe if I did keep it bold, it would stand out. Okay, so I don't really like this frame because I cannot change the border color. So let's go look for one where I can actually change the border color. There we go. That is one that I can change the border color of. So I would then now go and build my frames. And I want to put 1, 2, 3 in there. And I don't have to worry when I place them, because what I can do is position and I can top align them all. And what I can also do is I can group them and I can go to position and I can just say middle or center. Okay. So now obviously if you hold shift in, it will keep it nice there in the center for you. And what I would then like to do is I want to upload some of my tutorial thumbnails that I've used for my videos that I've made, so that they can see that I've actually done some work with this before, you know. So let's take, for instance, TikTok video. Let's take okay, let's go. Brand kit, I think, is very important. Let's just go the basics and it's not letting me select. There we go, individual ones. Let's go YouTube banners. Okay, so I'm going to upload those 3 and I'm going to show you guys what my thought pattern around this was. So I'm going to then take this one and drag it in here. Oh, so you see, it's actually turning it around, which is not something that I want. Let me see if I can fix that. No. So what I'm going to have to do is delete this, and I'm going to have to go and look for a different frame. So let's just take the normal frame. You know what? When you want an image to be, sorry, landscape like that, it's probably best to choose a landscape one like this one. But now this one, I don't think I can change the color. No. This one, can't change the color. Let's just keep on searching. They have so many. There. Let's see. There's actually a strip, but now the strip is also not horizontal, right? So it's going to not put my images in right. So this is the thing about when you are using frames, the way you see it is the way that it's going to be putting in your image. So if you turn it around like I just did now, then it will actually not work. So here we go. Here's one. And this one has got a frame. So I think I'm going to move that down, move that up, and go Control C, Control V, place that there, Control C, Control V, place that there. I can just select them all by keeping holding shift in, and I can now go to position and they are aligned, and I can bring them in. Okay, I'll group them and I will put them at the top there, because I guess that, that is where people first are going to be seeing stuff. I've already uploaded my 3 images I want to throw in there, and I'm going to just literally drag them over the boxes and throw them in there. Okay, so there we go. Now people can actually see that I have made videos. Okay, so I would then maybe go and try and get an icon, YouTube tutorials. Let's see what it brings up. You never know what Canva can bring up for you. So you always search the very first thing that comes up in your mind. If they don't have that, then you just move on to the next best thing, which is just the YouTube icon. And I'd probably use that because YouTube, literally, all I want to do there is, so I want to ungroup this so I can use that text, Control C, Control V, and I want to say free Canva tutorials. Okay, so I'm going to link that and that, and I'm going to make sure that it is middle aligned, so I can group it and I can just place it, right? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it quite up there, and I'm going to put it there. And then I'll say, learn how to create your own business branding using Canva. Your business branding for social media using Canva. Then I'll say, just go to my free YouTube tutorials. Okay. And basically, that is all I want to put in here, because I don't actually want them to. I just want this pin because I've got followers on Pinterest, and on Pinterest your business link is in there. But now what I'm trying to do with this post, I think I've repeated myself a few times already, is I'm trying to use Pinterest to drive traffic to my YouTube channel. So that is why I am saying to them, okay, in my Pinterest board that says Canva branding mentorship, I am saying, okay, guys, I've given some tips and tricks in here already, but if you want more, then go to my YouTube channel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is then just get creative here. I want to go to the brand kit and see what it gives me. I actually like that a lot. Maybe we can just change this up, make that blue and make that another blue. That blue actually looks a lot better. So it really is a matter of playing around, and I can even copy that and I can actually go and put it here too, behind my reels, position backwards. Just make sure that it's all the way back, and you don't really see much of it, but you do see some of it, which does make a difference. Okay, so there we go. Now I still have my dots. Okay, so my dots are all the way up here and they've now been changed. I'm going to just go in a little bit. I would like to just spread them around all over the place. And literally, guys, this is just me getting creative. I can go Control C, Control V, makes another one for me. And I just literally can do that with all of them. I just want to take this one out the corner. It's very lonely there. And here we go. And that one too. I don't want that one there. Let's see if I've missed any spots. Maybe just a random one there. Okay, so what I will do is, because this is so bright, maybe I wouldn't want to make that any bigger. But what I can do is I can put an effect on the text so that the text actually stands out a little bit. If you click on that, you'll see the intensity of your lift changes. You can put a shadow on there. Your shadow can be any of your colors that you have. Let me just actually go to the settings, because the offset is and the offset direction should always be to the other side. And there we can see that it's actually putting that. If you scroll, you can see, there we go. So it is actually putting that in there for me. So maybe what I can do is, let's check the gray out. I think the gray is a little bit better if we go smaller. You can't really see it, but it does make a difference. It does make a difference for whoever is watching that. I think I'm going to move this down a bit, make it smaller a bit so that it doesn't go over any other things. And there we go. So now I have got this. Just the last thing I want to do is go and push my text all the way back so that I can actually bring in some color into my dots here. So it might not look like what I'm doing at the moment is very important, but it actually is. If you are branding, you need to stick to your brand colors. And guys, it really is important, even if you don't think so. Um, it is something that you want to keep consistent with. Um, so I would just take the time and I would do it. Why not? Let's go bright there, and let's go that one. And let's maybe do a dark one there. Okay, so let's see what we've created. So that is how it's going to look. Doesn't look bad, right? So it says free Canva tutorials. Learn how to create your own business branding for social media using Canva. Just go to my free tutorial, my free YouTube tutorials. Okay, so what I want to just change here is we have got this text here that we have put that effect on, right? Now I want to copy that and I want to actually put that on here. So I don't want it on everything, but I do want it on that. So I would just select the parts that I don't want and deselect it. Oh, I see you can actually not do that. Okay, well, that's fine. What I will do then is I will Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. I'll just create another text box and I will then take all of that text out, delete it, bring it down, and I would take it out here. Now I've got two separate text boxes, and what I want to do is I want to get that effect and copy it exactly the way that it is, and there we go. So there we go. And now there's another cool trick that you can actually do with your remember in the previous videos I made these crazy images of myself being so super excited. So I want to show you guys quickly how you can do this. And bring it in here, because that I see people really actually like that. They like seeing your face. So we have uploaded some of them, right? Now in this one, I used that one and I used that one. And I think what I'm going to do, or maybe let me show you guys again. So let's just take any one and I'm going to just make it a little bit smaller here. Guys, it can take a little bit of time, but remember, what you are creating now is something that nobody can ever, ever, ever take away from you in your life. When you post this on your Pinterest and you have put it there. Nobody can ever take it away. It's yours for the rest of your life. So put a little bit of effort into it. If it takes you an hour to make it, that is fine. It's absolutely fine, because you know why? Nobody can ever take it away, and it will be there for the rest of your life. You don't want to make content where you have to go back and you actually have to go and upgrade your own content. So I'd go edit photo, background remover, and I will see if that picture will fit into what I am trying to make here. I've especially chosen the small one where my hands are not up so it can fit in. And there we go. So I would position it backwards because I want to be, let me just see. Oh, it's because of all the dots. So position backwards. And there we go. I am positioned backwards. And that is exactly how I look when I am making my Canva tutorials. I've got my headset on and I can make that as big as I want. I can bring it down. And let's say that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now I don't want this thing to be in front of me, so I'm going to send it backwards. Okay, so there we go, guys. This is what I've created. Now, this is just my pin. It's going to be my hook on Pinterest to lead people to go to my Canva classes, okay? So I'm going to now go and I'm going to download this design. Let me just see what I've got here. If you delete everything else, you don't even have to select a page. You can just say download and leave it on the setting that it is and download. Okay. Actually, before I download that, let me just actually take a little bit of time here to look at my text, how to create your own. I would like to do business branding for social media using Canva. Just go to my free tutorials. There we go. Maybe what I can do here is just put a little bit. So if you go to elements, you can actually type line and you can get like one of these dotted lines. And if you see right there is the moving thing of it. Okay, so I would probably want to put something like that there, but I want the line to be just a little bit thinner, so I can change that. And if I look at the overall picture, position and middle, well, Control Z, center. So I want it to be in the center. I want this to be in the center. That must be in the center. Okay, so now everything is in the center. And I know that I am not making skew designs here. Okay, so then I can go and make that any color I like. Okay, that's just a little extra touch that I like. I actually don't like that photo in there, but for the purposes of getting this done, I will leave that photo in there. We can choose another one, but I'm just going to go with this one. And then I want to show you guys how amazing the branding kit is. So I'm going to keep the first one. And now if I feel like I like it, but I don't really know, maybe there's something better. I go to my brand kit and I toggle, and there is another version of it, and there's another version of it, and there is another version of it, and there's another version of it, and there is another version of it. And I can just go on and on and on and on. And, I can choose any other one that I like and that I think that's actually nicer or better or whatever. So what I do like, and something that I see now, I actually do like it when this is blue. So let's go use my blue there because that suits. And I wonder if I should stick with the thing of keeping myself in a circle, because on my previous things I actually put myself in a circle. So what you can do is you can just type in circle. Guys, this is getting to be a long video, but I really want to show you guys, if you put in the effort, you're going to do this once and you're not going to do it again. So what I can do is I can bring a circle over my face, and literally I can cut the circle off here. Oh no, this one doesn't cut off, which is also probably fine, but it's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking to crop this. Let's see if it lets me crop it. No, it actually makes it. See, I don't fit in there. So this is how you just have to play around, play around, play around until you find what you want. And I see that it is still doing that, and there we go. So now I've actually put myself in a circle. All I got to do is go positions, go backwards, and I'm in the circle. Okay, and let's see how that looks. If I like that, I think that it probably brings out a little bit more. of an effect. So yes, maybe I'll keep that. I'll just drag my elements there, and I just want to make sure that I'm in the circle. And what I could even do is I can go to elements and I can say sparkles. And this is just something that you don't have to do it, but it's nice to do it if you. I quite like my sparkles. And I can literally go and put sparkles in my circle and wherever I want. I can then go position backwards so that it's not in my face, but it's in the circle. And let's see what that looks like. Okie dokie. So that is what we've ended up with. Awesome, guys. I think I like that, and I think I'm going to use that. Okay. It's better than that one. So I'm going to delete this one, and I'm going to go, you know what I just thought of? What if we did, remember the first video we did? We did a transparency kind of thing, a background kind of, that even looks much nicer, right? So let's just play around with the elements that we don't like. The blue was actually great. I can even put a gray. No, the gray doesn't really fit. I think let's stick to the blue. But now I've even put a gradient background in, which looks so much nicer, right? I can actually go back. I can go check if I want to use another background. I actually like the darker ones. That's also not bad. This brings a green in, which I don't have green in my. But yeah, I think this one looks pretty cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make a video in yet. Okay, this is part 1 of our Pinterest post. So I'm going to just download this and I'm going to save it. Actually, sorry guys, I saw another thing here that's disturbing me. If I just move this a little bit up, then it's not so on top of my face there. That's just too close. Just rule of design, you never put something so close to. What I could do is my letter spacing, my line spacing can just go a little bit up. There we go. And we can bring that into the middle, which isn't really very visible on this thing. So I can actually make it white or gray. It's not supposed to be extremely visible, but I still want that to be kind of there. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So finally, we get to download our design. I think we can do better, but for the purposes of saving time, I want to download and get to the next step. Okay. So what we are going to do, we're going to save it. I'm going to save this one in my Pinterest folder, and it's going to be in Canva. And this is my Canva YouTube tutorials. That's how I just name it, how you will remember it. And it literally is just an image at the moment. Okay. It's a flat image. There's no video or nothing that I've created yet. I will show you that in part 2 of this video. So now what I can do is I go to my board. I am on my Canva branding mentorship board. I say plus. Sorry, this plus, and I say pin. Okay, so I now am going to upload that pin right to here. Just go to Pinterest where I've saved it, and there we go. So there we go. This is where I'm going to upload it. Now you're going to see straight away. So remember I told you in the beginning that Pinterest is very SEO orientated. It works very much on keywords. And that is why I went into um, ChatGPT to get me the exact title that I would like to use in Pinterest. And Pinterest Powerhouse, elevate your business game by using with my YouTube Canva tutorials. So there we go. Okay, so I'll go back and then ready to revolutionize your business on Pinterest, unleash the potential with these game-changing reasons. I would probably say ready to revolutionize your business on Pinterest. I would keep that. So you don't have to keep everything it tells you, right? And then I would say 3 reasons why you should market your online business on Pinterest, and then I would go and fetch those 3 reasons. Now, I don't like all of the emojis that that ChatGPT throws out. So I would go and I would actually just take them out, and I sometimes just put a little star in there, or I'm just going to check how it looks when I'm done now. This one doesn't have it. So I think maybe we should go 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so now I've given 3 reasons why you should market your business on Pinterest, and then we're going to go down, and then I'm going to put the rest in there. Take the first step with my absolute beginner Canva tutorials on YouTube. Learn the ropes and master the art of crafting irresistible social media content. Okay, so I'll take that and I will put it in there, and I will obviously then go to my take the first step with my absolute beginners Canva tutorials on YouTube. So maybe we can switch this around in such a way that I can then put my YouTube link in here. So obviously then I would want to go and fetch my entire playlist that I've created on YouTube, and just get the link from that. So here's my playlists. If I go in here, then I just want to make sure that I am on the first one. Let me just click on this, and I want the link to share the entire playlist, right? So now I can put my link in there. And why is it making does it actually end does it actually end with a question mark? That is so strange. Okay. Oh, no, it doesn't. It actually took okay, let's just do that link over. Okay, and there you go. And there we go. And I would probably just say YouTube channel is, if I go here, you can go view your channel, and it is this handle right here. That is how people will find you on YouTube. And then obviously I have my own link to my actual business that I'm running, and I would want to put that in there because I want people to be able to find my business link and not just my assistance with my business link, if it makes sense to anybody. So I would then go and create, just copy that, and I would put my link in there. It will stay like that. Now I can go back and I can say create 20 tags for Pinterest out of the description above. And it will throw out 20 tags, and SEO tags are very, very important in Pinterest. I don't want to make this video much longer, so we are almost done, and then you guys will see exactly how you do a Pinterest static post from beginning to end. Cannot wait to show you guys the video part of this because it's going to be amazing. I would just post all of them in there and I can say publish, and there we go. So guys, now I have literally created a post on Pinterest that I'll show you how it looks now. If I go back to my profile and I go to my saved boards, I go to my Canva branding. It probably sometimes it takes a minute to show up. It's just processing the information. But I'd like for you guys to see what it looks like. So there we go. Now that is what it looks like, okay? It is literally a static image that just says free Canva tutorials. Learn how to create your own business branding for social media using Canva. Just go to my free YouTube tutorials with my business, because I am helping people to grow their business, but my business is kingdomlifestyles.com. So what makes this so amazing is that I am providing value, number one. I'm showing them, number two, that I am able to do this because I've just created a very nice design there, which I'm using as the pin to capture their attention. And I've got all of my keywords that are very important, to show them. And then I said Canva tutorial on YouTube so they can copy that link, and YouTube channel is that. So then they have all of my information. And get this, guys, the best thing is that if they go and they click here, they will straight away go to my business page. Okay, so that's what you want. Okay, so that's I tried to keep it short. An idea of how you guys can make a Pinterest post that can direct to another one of your income streams like YouTube or Instagram or whatever else. We can do all of those. I hope this helped you guys, and I hope that it, sparks some creativity in your brain around creating content. Okay, guys, blessings.